XRP is fast, secure, and costs very little. Ripple, the currency exchange and payment company, which acts as an intermediary between fiat and cryptocurrency, uses XRP tokens to complete all transactions. However, the SEC has a problem with the 100 billion pre-mined XRP coins, so the pair have been battling it in court since the start of 2021. Today's video explains why XRP is so important and how Ripple XRP works for beginners. Let us get into it. Ripple is a global currency exchange and payment network company. The company's blockchain, XRP, processes transactions as an intermediary between two parties. According to Bitwave CEO Pat White, Ripple was designed from the very beginning to essentially be a replacement for SWIFT, which is a leading money transfer network, or otherwise to replace the settlement layer between major financial institutions. The XRP network quickly confirms exchanges and facilitates the quick conversion of fiat currencies into cryptocurrency and vice versa. The settlement happens in 4 to 5 minutes, taking the wind out of the number of days banks take and several minutes Bitcoin can take.
Interesting.
The least said about Ethereum, the better. For their trouble, the network will deduct 0.00001 XRP, the blockchain's native token, for every transaction. This standard fee is minimal compared to banks' fees for international payments and transfers. This might not be the only difference with XRP. They have so many distinct features that experts are beginning to wonder if they are truly a cryptocurrency. There is no doubt that they are digital assets, but as a cryptocurrency, CoinMarketCap has other opinions. We will present it to you soon. That leads us to the crypto token XRP. XRP is a cryptocurrency that runs on the Ripple ledger and facilitates transactions on the network. XRP came before Ripple. Thus, Arthur Brito, Jed McCaleb, and David Schwartz created the XRP ledger blockchain before Brito and Schwartz founded Ripple as the company that relies on XRP for transactions. These engineers created the XRP blockchain a little differently from other blockchains. For instance, all cryptocurrencies have an open transaction ledger that users verify together. Anyone who can solve complex equations can become a verifier, and many of them must agree with the transaction before it can be considered accurate. However, the XRP Ripple's network takes it from a different angle. Of course, the XRP follows the same method. People can download and apply validation software to verify transactions. However, the system is centralized because there is a consensus protocol. Such a user can select a unique node list to verify their transactions depending on what participant they suspect is likely to defraud them.
Your choice.
In addition, these selected validators work non-stop and stop work once they identify a mismatch. This check for mismatch happens every 4 to 5 seconds and at a low cost due to the narrow list of validators. Therefore, experts say that their network is more secure and efficient than most cryptocurrencies. Nonetheless, in XRP news today, most experts, including CoinMarketCap, call it an imposter coin because they think the centralized validation system defeats the purpose of cryptocurrency, which is for the transactions to belong to the people. Despite the confusion, AI-assisted forecasts have predicted a bright future for XRP starting next year. Shortly, we will share a few predictions with you. Moreover, the phenomenon of mining is different when it comes to XRP. Bitcoin's 21 million tokens are released when users solve complex equations to help verify transactions. Verifiers receive those rewards for supporting the network. However, XRP does not have a mining mechanism on the go. According to XRP News, all the 100 billion units of XRP are pre-mined and periodically released publicly.
100%.
The coins are split into two portions. Ripple owns one part as an incentive to promote the growth of the cryptocurrency, and the second is a reserve for timely releases. The difference is what initiated the 2020 conflict with the SEC. According to the Securities and Exchanges Commission, the fact that one does not mine the cryptocurrency like others means that it is like other securities. Therefore, they are insisting that Ripple needed to register with the SEC before it started operating. XRP maintains that they are not financial symbols like bonds and stock, but rather a commodity. Is XRP a security or a commodity? We have so much more on the topic. Subscribe, as we shall bring you updates on the court judgment in the case. Regarding XRP price prediction, most experts are positive about a turnover once the court clears the currency of any wrongdoing in the ongoing suit by the SEC. Price Prediction, a notable crypto prediction publication, claims that Ripple will expand in 2023 and will hit roughly $0.83 by 2023. Digital Coin has raised the price to $1 by 2028. The Go Capital has also estimated that XRP could reach close to $5 in the next 5 years. Meanwhile, Wallet Investor has forecast $1.558 by 2027. If you are considering if you should invest in XRP as a beginner, the answer remains in your gut feeling. And always remember that you should invest as much as you are willing to lose. For more on the Ripple network and its future, we made a video of future analysis and price predictions once the SEC trial is over. In the video, we talk about what's in store for XRP Ripple after the trial.